Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Bulkan playing Fishing Planet, completing the Kaniq Creek Salmon mission and more. Check the description for some timestamps so you can go to the part you're interested in. Now, I wanted to start with Chinook salmon and Coho salmon. So the hunter's cabin spawn spot, I'm gonna look at the map, and the third island is where I go for those two usually. I know I can catch them on other places, but over here I have some chance of getting some uniques on both of them, on the Coho and the Chinook. So that's why I came over here. It's a personal choice, but there is definitely more places. Using bottom fishing mainly, but I know I can get some of the fish on lures too. So for the Coho only, I can catch it. If I want Coho only, I will cast it 50 meters out, 45-50. It's kind of far, but this is where I get bites from a Coho salmon only. I don't get anything else really. So using hook size 4 octopus and some shiners, also some spawn sack. And over here a little bit closer, 20 to 25 meters is where I can get the Chinook. But the thing is, I also get some of the Coho salmon here too. Using some spoons with a lure setup, I can definitely get the uniques too, guys. So if I cast as far as I can and I start reeling in, I will end up catching on a spoon also some good fish. Over here on 25-meter out with the spawn sack, that was the first fish I got, was the Coho salmon. On the other one next to it was also a Coho salmon. It was a trophy one on the shiner, but same thing. A little bit later, after I recasted my setups, same place exactly, 25 meters where I got the trophy Coho salmon, I ended up catching the Chinook. And maybe if I put a little bit bigger hook with the shiners or large minnows, I may catch a unique Chinook here. But that's it for these two species. Now going for the other three from the list, the angling, the Middle Earth. So this in the previous video, same spot. I just walk straight until I hit the water, and this is where I'm gonna place my rod stand. And again, lure fishing works here. It's just I have to, if I'm to do lure fishing, I have to adjust to the fish I'm fishing for. But bottom fishing, the pink salmon is the smaller fish here from this mission, so very close by between these two rocks, guys, with some spawn sack, and I can go even smaller hook than this. It didn't take long to get the first pink salmon. I was hoping for a trophy, but I'll take this too. Check, done, pink salmon. So done with this one. I wanted to change my hook size now. I wanted to go a little bit bigger because the Chum Salmon and the Sockeye are a little bit bigger fish. So I did that, and I also changed the bait, trying different things with small minnows. I wanted to see if the small minnows work. I know that the shiner, spawn sack, some of the mayflies, these kinds of bugs also work. Same direction where I got the pink salmon. This time I'm casting it 20-25 meters out. Instead of 10 for the pink salmon, I cast a little bit longer for the chum, and it works. Chum salmon, just look around where the fish is jumping, where it makes like splashes, and just cast it there. You should be able to catch all kinds of salmon here, really. There it is, trophy Chum salmon on small minnows, hook size 2 octopus. Now the last one is the Sockeye, and I left that one to be the last on purpose because it will complete 2 missions for me. But looking at these two rocks, guys, somewhere in between 20 to 25 meters out, this is where I can get some Sockeye salmon. It's very specific kind of spot. You can also try some spoons again. In general, this whole map is very good for lure fishing with spoons, I think, and even some of the top water lures like Walker, definitely. So while I was casting, my third one. The first one already had a fish on it, and boom, the Sockeye Salmon was hooked. Unfortunately, wasn't anything special. I was hoping for a nice unique maybe, but it didn't happen because there are the uniques too. So Sockeye Salmon done, and you'll see now what happens is boom, mission accomplished. Kaniq Caviar Bait. Because those missions overlap so much, catching all the species, I ended up doing 2 missions together. So for the monster mission, after acquiring this caviar bait, I just stayed on the spot, and I decided to include it in the video, guys, just because it's almost halfway done. But at the hunter's cabin, this time I'm gonna go and cross the water and to this little island, cast it towards the shore, close to the shore, and it's very shallow here. It's about 30 centimeters, so I'm using 25, but even if you go less than that, like 20 centimeters on your depth, it should be okay. Hook size 8, that's what I had, I think the smallest with me, so it works for the blackfish. And you've seen the previous video, it's the same spot, but this time I'm doing it from this island kind of deal because it's a bobber, and the current really carries the bobber a lot. I don't want the bobber coming towards me. That's the only reason I came over here on the island. Otherwise I would have if I could use the bottom setup for this mission, I would have, but it requires a bobber setup for this monster fish, and I have to catch 10 of them. Just keep doing the same thing, very repetitive, one after another with a small hook size. The only fish I'll end up catching is this albino blackfish, and that's it pretty much. There's nothing to it. After catching all species on this map on the Kaniq Creek, you can actually complete 4 missions here. That's it, guys. Albino blackfish, last one from the monster mission, and that's all. Good luck to you. I'm Bulkan. Cheers and take care.